When people think of medieval Europe, they picture stone walls, timber halls, monasteries standing for centuries, and barns that outlived their builders. But those structures survived not because medieval craftsmen had access to superior materials, nor because wood in the Middle Ages was magically resistant to decay. Their advantage was something far simpler, far older, and far more overlooked. It was an anti-rot weapon so fundamental that medieval people used it in construction, agriculture, storage, tool-making, and transport. Archaeologists keep unearthing pieces of it in preserved timbers, in ancient wells, in ship hulls, and even in the beams of surviving medieval churches. The secret wasn't complicated. It wasn't exotic. It was right there in plain sight, used daily and woven into the lives of common villagers and master builders alike. And it is a technique anyone today can still use with outstanding results. For homesteaders, survivalists, bushcrafters, and traditional builders, this is one of the most versatile medieval preservation strategies ever developed. The medieval anti-rot weapon was lime wash, a simple material with remarkable chemistry. Lime wash doesn't draw attention today because it looks ordinary. A white coating, a dusty finish, something old farmhouses used before modern paint existed. But medieval craftsmen knew exactly what it could do. Lime wash is made from slaked lime, calcium hydroxide, mixed with water. When applied to wood, stone, thatch, or even leather, it slowly absorbs carbon dioxide from the air and turns into calcium carbonate, essentially becoming a mineral shell. This shell discourages rot, kills fungi, deters insects, and even slows fire spread. In an age when timber was the skeleton of daily life, this chalky coating was, honestly, one of the most dependable preservation tools ever discovered. You can see its impact in medieval barns that still stand today with original beams. Many of those beams were coated in lime wash several times a year. Wells often had lime-washed interiors, and granaries relied on lime coatings to repel pests. Churches used lime wash not for aesthetics, but because it stabilized wooden supports and protected structural timbers from humidity. You know, a modern user can replicate lime wash easily. Slaked lime is still sold for agricultural use, so it's pretty accessible. To create lime wash, just mix the slaked lime with water until it reaches a thin, paint-like consistency. Let it rest for a bit, then apply in multiple coats to any wood structure requiring protection. The first coat soaks deeply into the grain, while the later coats form a mineral layer on the surface, and over time this layer grows harder as it carbonates. Lime wash protected medieval wood because it created an alkaline environment hostile to decay. Rot fungi, well, they prefer slightly acidic conditions, and wood-eating insects, they go for surfaces they can chew easily. Lime wash changed the chemistry of exposed wood. Because lime is highly alkaline, it neutralized acids and starved fungi of the environment they needed. It also discouraged beetles, worms, and termites. This is why medieval thatch roofs were often lime-washed. Even though thatch is plant material, lime wash increased its lifespan dramatically and reduced fire vulnerability. A practical modern example is a wooden shed or cabin located in humid areas. Untreated pine or spruce will start to soften and discolour within a year. But if the exterior beams are coated with lime wash, the surface becomes inhospitable to mould and insects. The wood stays drier, harder, and cleaner. Lime wash also allows moisture to escape rather than trapping it, which is a major advantage over many modern waterproof paints that can actually accelerate rot if the wood becomes sealed improperly. Lime wash was also used to line medieval well shafts, storage pits, and even timber foundations. In wells, the coating prevented algae, bacteria, and fungi from destroying the timber linings. In granaries, the coating kept pests away without contaminating the grain. People even coated their root cellars with lime to control humidity and maintain sanitation. Someone today can use the same technique for wooden planters, raised beds, cellar beams, or underground storage structures. If you're building a small earth contact shelter or maybe a root cellar, lime washing the interior timbers can, really help delay rot. For homesteaders who can't quite afford pressure-treated lumber, or if you just want a natural method, lime wash is honestly one of the most reliable choices. To apply it effectively, you want to coat the wood during dry weather, and let each layer cure before putting on the next. Lime wash can be renewed every year or two, and with each renewal, the protective shell just gets stronger. Medieval builders understood that this layering effect built up over time, making the wood more resilient the longer the structure stood, really. Lime wash played a role in fire resistance, one of the most overlooked advantages in medieval engineering. Medieval communities feared fire as much as disease. Entire villages could vanish in a single spark. Lime wash helped reduce fire spread because calcium carbonate requires high temperatures to break down. A lime-washed timber or thatch roof was slower to ignite, giving people precious minutes to control a fire. This subtle advantage helped preserve many buildings. Today's users can benefit from the same property. A lime-washed wooden cabin or outdoor workshop will have greater fire resistance than untreated timber. The true value of lime wash is that it combined simplicity, accessibility, and effectiveness. Every village had access to lime. Every builder knew how to use it. It required no exotic ingredients, no industrial processing, no trade networks. Just limestone or chalk, heat to convert it to quicklime, water to slake it, and time to apply it correctly. For today's traditional builders and survivalists, lime wash is an easy, inexpensive way to protect wood in long-term outdoor structures. Whether coating a chicken coop, an outdoor pantry, a timber-framed shed, or the interior of a primitive shelter, lime wash offers the same dependable protection now as it did 7 centuries ago. If you want more deep dives into forgotten technologies and medieval craftsmanship that still matter today, subscribe to Echoes of Valor and share this video with others who appreciate the power of ancient knowledge.